Good morning, beloved. So I want to start this video off by saying, I want you to know that trouble does not last always. I'm on my way to go make some copies at the copy center, and I step outside my house and it's raining. And naturally, in this time of the year, energy for me, as far as the seasons and the rain and this and that, those things that never really affect me. But I recently found out what it was like to experience seasonal depression. And that very real moment came for me the year that my father died. He died on January 28th in 2020. But my dad, people who know me knows that my dad was my freaking everything. He was like the other half of me. He was like the only person I really felt like could understand me. He was like the person that I felt, really understood my spirituality and the quirky parts of me. And he just got me. He got me as a person. And I was always his baby girl, right? And my life changed in 2020. And so, okay, hold on. I don't want to get emotional on this. But what I want to say is that I want you to know that the person who found this video, trouble does not last always. Back in the day when I was younger, I was raised Christian, and I can hear the song playing, trouble don't last always. And in my head, that's what I heard when I stepped outside. Now, it's really deep because today, originally, or I still am, but that's not what this video is meant to be about. This is supposed to be encouraging. But today, Spirit had told me earlier in the week to release Zen by Yoni Love Herbals collection today. Now, my inspiration for Zen by Yoni Love Herbals, if you don't know my company, I have a Yoni Semen line and brand, and there's a bunch of different branches. But Zen by Yoni Love Herbals, the whole feel of it was that I wanted to be where we can create the space of a salon, of a Yoni Steamer boutique, of a spa in your home, and that women can connect to divine energy on budget in their home. So Spirit had originally was okay, Hadida, October 31st, obviously Halloween, November 1st, bam, drop Zen by Yoni Love Herbals. And Zen is supposed to be that line that people get in preparation for hibernation. And naturally, this is hibernating energy, especially when it's gloomy and the winter comes and it's cold and all those things. But fast forward, or maybe rewind, whichever one it is, me now in this moment of understanding what seasonal depression is about. Last night, I was in a real deep, heavy space and energy. And actually, for the past 2 weeks, I've been feeling myself drifting into seasonal depression. And it's something that I never really talk about because people are so used to me being upbeat and spiritual and happy and talkative. But I feel it creeping. And I want you to know that trouble does not last always. That even in the darkest moments, the Most High Divine Spirit is taking you through that place, because on the other side of that is something that you could have never imagined. On the other side of that is a blessing that's going to come. And it's so crazy because, in fact, Yoni Love Herbals, my desire to build Yoni Love Herbals came out of my father's death. I went through his death in January. My grandmother died in March. Actually, Daddy died January 28th. My grandmother died March 14th. So less than a month and a half later, my grandmother transitioned, and people who know me knows that was the other part of my heart, right? I love my mom. We've always have had that connection. But my grandmother is my heart. She developed Alzheimer's at the end of last 20 years of her life. She started getting Alzheimer's and dementia, and I took care of her. I dropped everything to take care of her. But in that moment, what I realized the most was, hold on to family. There's a lot of stuff that happens in family. There's things that, we hate each other, we fight, we knock each other down. But my ex-mother-in-law used to always say the teeth and tongue are fall out, but neither one of them could come out the mouth. In other words, both of y'all are in that family, in that line for a reason. So stick in there. The other thing that I want you to say is cherish every freaking moment. Cherish every moment, beloved. Even in the midst of this, whatever you're going through. Because if you found this video, most likely you're working through something, getting ready to enter something, coming out of something. Like, know that this trouble that you are in, it will not last always, but cherish the moments. Because the reality is that most of us run through life with the desire to get to the end, to get to the destination, to like accomplish that goal, only to create another one. So it was not until like last year, and this is because I'm always running in my business, that I really take the time to think about, like, hold up, I'm running to accomplish all my dreams and goals and desires, but really I'm missing the journey, because the only thing I'm focused on is the end result, the end destination, only to start another damn goal again. So that just means that we're breeding insanity, because we drive ourselves to get to some place. Then we get there. And then when we get there, we aren't satisfied. We go and create another goal. Like, enjoy and savor the moments, the small and little things and joys in life. And the other thing that I want to say is that if you are a person that's struggling with seasonal depression, I'm going to start doing like some daily tap-ins, especially if you're a queen, daily tap-ins to the womb space, because it's the thing that carries me through. So I created something in Yoni Love Herbals and in my community that's called Wombversation. It's where you sit down and you have a conversation with your womb. And I'm going to start doing Wombversation on the go to let you know that this is not something that you have to only tap into when you're able to sit down and meditate and fold your legs and Indian style and blah, 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 all the stuff that we've been fed. You can do it real deal anywhere. And when you do it on the go, it's even more powerful than when you're taking the time to do it and it's something that you're like dedicating time to, right? So remember, trouble doesn't last always. Know that you are loved, that what you're going through in this moment is not going to last forever. And I'm going to be coming to y'all and like giving y'all a little peek into what Zen by Yoni Love Herbals has to offer, because as I was saying, I did birth this out of the loss of my father in January of 2020. I lost my father, but I launched Zen by Yoni Love Herbals after going through seasonal depression in the winter time, which is always really difficult for me. And right now we're in the fall, so that cold air is coming in, and all I want to do is just stay home and hibernate and freaking hide underneath my blanket and pillow. But I'm desiring so much more for my life, and so it's making me push, because I know that at the end of the day, my daddy would not want me to lay in my bed. I'm getting ready to get emotional, but not want me to lay in my bed and waddle around in my sadness, but instead impact the life of others. So hopefully this was encouraging to you. Peace.